Hello and welcome to this episode of Hampton Roads Business Live. Today my guest is Mark Carrier from Fitness Together in Norfolk and Chesapeake.
Correct.
How are you doing, Mark? Nice
doing
to
well.
have you here.
Thanks so much, Roy.
I know fitness is a big deal now with all the talk about obesity and all that, and it's a huge industry. Well, I'll tell you what, we'll talk about the industry in just a second. Tell us about Fitness Together, first of all. What is that?
Fitness Together is it's a small gym. My wife and I own 2 locations, one in Norfolk and one in Chesapeake. And what we do, Roy, is we customize plans based on the client's current level of health and wellness and what their goals are. So we always start relationship off with a complete fitness assessment. And really the brand of Fitness Together is one client, one trainer, one goal. So all of our sessions are put together in the privacy of your own studio suite, so it's just you and your certified personal trainer.
Right, and you have a staff of people.
We do, absolutely,
at
yeah.
each location, okay. All right, and so now the typical person that you see, if there is a typical person that you see, a typical client, is what? Is it the baby boomer, or is it a young person, or someone's been injured, or?
You know, Roy, being that our program's customized, we work with teenagers up to individuals that are 80 years young and everybody in between. I would say probably the major group of clientele that we support are really kind of from the age of 35 up to 65. It's really that professional that needs the time, understands the value of an exercise program, along with a nutritional program and cardiovascular program, that wants to come into a studio where it's all about the exercise. It's 45 minutes worth of training under the guidance of a professional.
And now there's a difference between you and there's a number of differences, a lot of differences actually, between you and let's just say a big box gym, you know, and I guess it kind of boils down to individual attention is one big plus, but there's also the atmosphere itself, which can be intimidating at a big box place, I guess. I mean, if you're in perfect shape like me, you don't have a problem, but you know. But do you find that to be the case?
Yeah, absolutely. Fitness Together is a small, intimate environment. You know, our square footage is roughly around between 1,500 and 1,900 square feet. And you know what we are not is we're not a big box gym, although big box gyms they have a lot of value. There's a lot of clients that enjoy going to that type of atmosphere. At Fitness Together, when a client comes into our program, it's all about the client. We're there to serve them. You know, we're there to take care of their needs. They don't have to wander around or worry about what equipment they're going to use. They don't have to go looking for a trainer. They don't have to not know what exercise to do or how to perform it correctly. What we're there for the clientele. So, you know, we provide them with the water, the towel, the program, you know, the trainer. You know, it's 45 minutes under the guidance of a certified fitness professional.
Okay, and you have 3, the tripod of fitness, I think you called
absolutely.
it when we were talking earlier. Yeah. Can you explain that?
Yeah, our approach to wellness really isn't a light switch you turn on and turn off. It's really a lifestyle. And so we tackle that through 3 proprietary services which are designed and developed by Fitness Together. Number 1 is called Nutrition Together, underneath the umbrella of Dr. Janet Burrell. And really what our mission there with nutrition is to educate. And it's to hold accountable. Accountability comes through, with our clientele, comes through weighing them. You know, we'll check body composition. We'll also do measurements. You know, we always measure the hip to waist ratio. And then we'll do journaling so that we make sure that the clientele are understanding to make the right choices. So that's one leg of the tripod. The other leg of the tripod is really cardiovascular training. And typically what we'll do is we'll customize a cardio plan and we'll give our clientele a cardio prescription, if you will, weekly, which is designed really to kind of elevate the heart rate, you know, depending on where the client's at. You know, and cardiovascular training can be done through walking. It could be done through running. It could be done through playing, you know, racquetball. It could be done through getting involved in a over 50 softball league. You know, something that's going to keep the heart rate elevated. And then we bring Aspire 8, and Aspire 8 is really a program that's designed for resistance training. And depending on where the client's at, we customize a plan. You know, some clientele might start off with what I'm going to call our stabilization phase 1, which is really a 6-week program for us as fitness trainers to really kind of teach the client, proper form, proper move, push the client to the level they need to as we're doing full body workouts. And then what they
So
do
when
is...
now, when you're saying, didn't mean to interrupt you there, but when you're saying resistance training, are you speaking of weights?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, resistance training can include your own body weight. It can include using resistant bands, kettlebells, slam balls, dyna balls, free weights, dumbbells, but absolutely right.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. Okay, I just wanted to clarify what
Yeah,
the resistance
no.
was. Okay, and so you design a program, a safe program for them to do.
Yes, yes, absolutely. And in our world of Fitness Together, we do fitness assessments every 6 weeks. So if I have a client comes in and we do this assessment where we establish the foundation of where they're at, we'll customize a plan to take them to the next level. And then 6 weeks after we start the relationship, we do another assessment, because I think it's real important for clientele to basically see the progress that they're making with their level of exercise and wellness and health.
Right. Okay. All right. Now, if someone was interested in just in starting a program, if they called you, what is the course that you would suggest, that they come in and talk with you, or?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, typically we like to sit down and make sure we're a good fit. A client that comes in and says, Mark, I want to drop 30 pounds in 30 days. I'm just going to say that we're not the right fit for them, because the one thing that we're not is we're not a gimmick. We approach wellness through reality, and the reality of the fact is that once we start our exercise program, we will tighten and tone and we will lose weight, but we're going to do it in a very safe manner. But I would absolutely recommend set up an appointment to come in, sit down and talk with me, and then what I typically do is I'll show the studio, answer any questions that they might have in reference to our packages, and then we take it to the next level.
All right, and would you say that typically, I know it can vary, but typically people come in how many days a week to do this?
Well, any fitness professional should encourage clients to do at least 3 days of resistance training. And then outside of the 3 days of resistance training, there should be a cardiovascular program which the clientele are doing 3 to 4 days. So I always encourage clients 3 days resistance, cardiovascular 3 to 4. We do have some clientele that come in 2 days a week for their resistance training, and some that come in more. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, now let's take it off of the exercise side for a second to the business side.
Okay.
Okay. And I know that fitness is obviously your passion.
Absolutely.
And that's what led you into this.
It is.
And what did you find to be more challenging than you thought when you got in business as a business owner? I'm always trying to encourage people to get in business or to think about it, or people will say, well, I've always wanted to do that. And so figured I ask, guests, what did you find most challenging?
Well, the toughest thing about being in business is being in business. It's really understanding that the product that you bring or the service that you bring to your clientele needs to be superior, and you need to surround yourself with the right staff, the right team to help you grow. Because the clientele are coming to any business looking for what they're purchasing, or looking for the results that they want to achieve, and that's really what it is. Being in the wellness industry and owning 2 small gyms is a very competitive market, and what we bring to our clientele, and I didn't find this hard at all, but I found it challenging getting the right team on board, because there's a lot of individuals out there that claim to be personal trainers. There's few out there that really have the education or the certification and or the experience that we really have at Fitness Together.
And I would assume that they'd have to have pretty good people skills too.
Absolutely.
You're actually working very closely with people, and also they would have to be a people person.
Yeah, absolutely. Everybody has a different personality. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, and nutrition is a huge deal.
It
I
is.
would assume. So that must mean there's a lot of for some people a huge shift in what they eat, or how much they eat, or when they eat.
Yeah, absolutely. What we do is we educate and we hold accountable, because a lot of people deal with emotional eating behaviors, which is a lot of time is when we put the weight on, and especially as we age. We lose our lean muscle mass each decade. When you're in your 20s and 30s, it's not that bad, but when you hit your 40s, 50s, and as we're looking forward to the 60s and 70s, our lean muscle mass, our metabolism slows up. So you want to keep that active.
Right. And so when we were talking earlier, you were saying that we were talking about meal portions, or smaller portions, or more times per day. Is that, I mean, that's based on the individual?
Well, I'll tell you, our approach to nutrition is we view this body that God has given us as a well machine. And what you want to do with the machine that God's given you is fuel it every couple of hours. So we always encourage our clientele to start off with a good breakfast, complex carbs, protein, something that's going to get your engine going for the day, followed up with a mid-morning snack, a healthy mid-morning snack. It could be almonds, it could be fruit, with a healthy lunch, and then a mid-afternoon snack, and then also, with a good dinner, and then in some clientele to go to bed later, you want to kind of bridge that gap with another type of small protein. Because you don't ever want to have the body itself get so hungry that you're in starvation mode, and you don't ever want to eat so much that you're so overfull that you can't even move. You want to keep it at a happy medium.
So, yeah. and I think you had said earlier, when we were talking that you have to you teach them to make better choices.
Absolutely.
Actually, when you said that, I was thinking choice between the Big Mac and the dollar menu. But I bet that's not on your menu. We're having 2 studios, 5 years now.
5 years, yep.
Yeah, that's congratulations.
Thank you.
That 5-year mark is the mark where you know you're there. As far as that's a good mark to hit.
Yeah, we've been very fortunate, very blessed with the clientele that have supported Fitness Together over the 5 years, and we're looking forward. We're looking forward to the next 5 years or the next decade. Yeah.
Okay. Well, is there anything else about Fitness Together that you'd like people to know?
I would say, Roy, the Fitness Together is an intimate, one-on-one personal training studio that caters to the clientele. We're not a gimmick. What we do is we work with individuals that have needs, whether they're athletes or whether they've always lived a sedentary life. If for the individual that has visited the doctor and they're on blood pressure medication, cholesterol medication, or a type 2 diabetic, what we do is we specialize in that. We specialize in it because it's a non-intimidating environment. It's just you and your trainer. There's no one watching you, and in some cases, it's just you can come in and utilize the equipment, our cardio room, whenever you want to. We're open from 5 a.m. in the morning to 9 p.m. at night. And
I was
then
going to ask you about your hours.
Yeah, it's 5 a.m. to 9 p.m. at night, Monday through Friday. And then on Saturdays, it's 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. And we do shut down on Sundays. We all want to enjoy that one day of rest that God's given us. So.
Okay, well, it's been a pleasure having you here. And their brand here is one client, one trainer, one goal.
That is correct. And I would encourage anyone to look on our website, call in, and book a complimentary one-on-one session. We offer that to the individuals who want to find out more about Fitness Together.
Okay, and the contact information for Fitness Together and for you to call Mark is at the end of this video, and it's also on this webpage. So I encourage you, if you would like to check into that and want to lose a few pounds or just get a little healthier, and do so in a more personal training method atmosphere,
Absolutely.
then check out Fitness Together. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you, Roy.
All right.